The mother's feet. Bonjour, bonjour doucement. Yes, my child, that is true. But you do not know that it is through my feet that I transmit the power of transformation into matter, into the inconscience of the inert mass of this anguished earth. Yes, my child, it is exactly that, because it is the force of transformation. That is why it is dynamic. There is the light that penetrates to illumine the mass in the inconscience, the force to stimulate the tamas, and the joy to make it conscious. This force must penetrate this solid, obscure, rigid matter which is obstinate in its perversion and engulfed in falsehood, in order to bring light into the very bottom of this mass of inconscience, of this eternal obscurity that opposes with its immense and impenetrable energies in their unrelenting dynamism. There is a presence which is bound up in matter by millions of cords. It is imprisoned there by an occult power from which it is very difficult to be free. Immobile, it rests in matter, forced by a blind compulsion in the insentient depths where nothing moves, where nothing ever can, there where everything disappears in a resistance that opposes with an invincible force. That is why this transforming force must act with a sustained power till matter feels and is made more conscious of my presence, of the light that is spreading. I force it down until the light penetrates into the very heart of matter. You know, each step that I have placed on the earth, everywhere I have thrust this force and this light of transformation into the atoms and molecules of this matter, which are under my feet, to awaken them to the necessity of this work of transformation. Each step that I have placed deliberately on the earth has sent vibrations like echoes that ring and resound into the inertia of this matter, which sleeps in a torpor of inconscience, in order to awaken it to a rhythm of harmony and to a consciousness of beauty and truth. And how, with a spark of light, they awoke and with joy and responded to my call by a tremendous stirring to participate in this effort towards transformation. It is unimaginable how, with a single movement, they surrendered themselves to accept, to participate in this miracle of the transmutation, which will change the very nature of these elements. In these terrible hours, one hears a faint voice, one perceives a quiver in the earth, one feels a vibration of the divinity that awakes, and a profound aspiration for the light surging up from the depths of the atoms. What a benevolent grace! What a sovereign peace! What a solace for these tiny entities that reside in the atoms and who had been tortured. What a blessed hour! For these are the very particles of dust where I have placed my feet, which have been touched by the transforming light, by the power that triumphs. And first, they try to bring an equilibrium, then to spread this compassion, and they are active in changing their neighbors who are in turmoil because they had been disturbed by this chaos in the atmosphere. You know, wherever I have walked, wheresoever I have placed my feet, wherever on the earth our feet have touched the ground, that place has become sanctified, pure, and receptive to our touch, to the transforming force that we have transmitted, that which has emanated from us in order to act in the very depths of the inconscience. The light that has emanated from us has awakened these tiny particles from millions of years of torpor to a new consciousness, to the vibration of an unknown Anand. They have retained this consciousness and Ananda and have spread them all around to effectuate a change in their surroundings, as if to suffuse it through these molecules by an influence impregnated with a divine sweetness. I have touched the soul of the earth, of this matter which greets me with a gratitude that pours itself in an incomparable surrender, and invites me further to liberate it from all bondage. I have kindled in the very depths a flame to burn all impurities and to make it pure. And what a work it is that is taking place. In this effort, the earth invokes the Supreme to extend His reign everywhere in the world, and remembers with gratitude in an adoration and an ecstasy of felicity, of the memory of these footprints that I have left behind on the earth which transformed the atoms, the earth, the rocks, the dust, the water and the air, all that constitutes this universe, implores for a new rebirth, to blossom in the joy of participating in the new consciousness. Sri Aurobindo has the key to open this region of the inconscience. He turns the key to open the door and illumines my way, and very gently I enter to infuse the force, the light and the divine Ananda into the body of this inert and obscure matter. When it is touched by this transforming light, The atoms that constitute this matter awake to a new consciousness. Like this, the work continues and spreads or multiplies. You understand? Sri Aurobindo is the soul of matter, the aspiration of the whole humanity. He is the light in matter, or the spirit incarnated in matter. Sri Aurobindo has separated himself from the Supreme and has plunged into this matter in a body with this load of inconscience and ignorance upon himself to awaken them to the divine life. For this, he has invoked the Supreme, the grace, to descend here below on this earth, to help in his work. That is why, having heard his call, I have come down here into matter in a physical body, into this world of pain, suffering, and death. And it is in this union of both of us that the world will witness gradually this miracle of a divine life. Each step that I have placed awakens matter and resounds there like an echo. Each step is precious that awakens the consciousness in matter. I am enclosed in each atom, and my contact with earth at each step bursts open the crust and awakens it to the light. Be courageous and resume with resolution, and nothing can delay you. I am there to help you. Move forward, my child. Do not lose this opportunity. It comes once in a lifetime, and life is not long. But the effort can shorten the route, and with me beside you as guide, the path will be shortened considerably, and it will become accessible. Forward towards those regions, there where you will find me, in a body without age, in a glorious form.